Okay. Hi, everyone. Today is Thursday. Hey. So we're back again with another sit down talk video. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos because I have so many more to make. And I'm actually enjoying making these videos because they also speak to me. So as I'm talking into the camera and putting these videos out there, hopefully, I hope, my prayer, cross my fingers, that they are ministering to you. I also minister to myself, right? So last night was a bit tough for me, huh? Gotta be mindful of the time. But last night was a bit tough for me because I was sad last night, you guys. I was really sad. I was so sad because, I have a fitness account. I have many accounts on Instagram though, but I do have a specific fitness account, which is fit_by_Lena on Instagram. You guys, when I tell you I have 2 videos, one video has like over 50,000 views. Another one is like 48,000 views. I'm like, oh, this is amazing. I have never, ever had these views by myself. And the account, like so far, I think now only has like 3,300 people. So that's a very high engagement rate. And it told me that I reached 75,000 accounts. I said, oh, who is she? Right. So that was really cool. So that's really exciting. But on my fitness account, I follow a lot of fitness pages. Like I follow other people, men and women, and I see a lot of like beautiful bodies, right? These girls with like these gorgeous physiques, and I was like, man, why didn't I work out sooner? And all the times I try to lose weight, 2018, 2020, 2021, I was like, why didn't I stick to it? Why didn't I go all the way through and finish this? You know what I mean? And then like some of them, like they started in 2015 and now they have 3 million followers. Some started in 2016 and they have 3 million followers. And I'm like, and they were so consistent. I was like, why? I was like, I could have gone to the gym in 2016. Like I really could have. I really could have. And then I started feeling sad because I was thinking of my body and I was like, wow, I have abused my body so much, for as much as like, oh, you're so brave. You put yourself out there. You show your belly. This is so real. I like you. This is real. Sometimes I feel like it's a little too real. Okay. It is too real. And sometimes when I look at my body, you guys, like, it makes me sad because I know how beautiful my body could have been, right? I know the physique I had because I have posted some pictures of me like back in the day when I was like 10 years ago, right? If I had kept building on that physique, like where would I be today? What would my life look like today? What would my businesses look like today, right? And then today I look at my body with the cellulite, my belly's overflowing, my arms are loose. Oh gosh, I have stretch marks. I really neglected my body. I truly did. Neglecting and because I do feel like, I do feel as though working out, having a lifestyle of health and fitness, right? Honestly, it's like part of hygiene. It's no different than taking a shower, putting lotion on your body, using deodorant, using body lotion, perfume, body sprays. It's no different than brushing your teeth. It's no different than flossing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's part of your hygiene. It's part of, your overall how you take care of yourself, right? Like it's really important, right? And another thing also that I said to myself yesterday was sometimes we have this attitude of, well, it's my body, so I can treat it any way I want to. You understand? And so I had to think about that yesterday, right? Because I have a dog. Her name is Shushu. She's really cute. She's very pretty. And so yesterday I was journaling and I asked myself, like, would I abuse Shushu? Like, would I torture my dog? You know what I mean? Would I abuse her? Would I beat her? Would I starve her? Even overfeeding your dog is a form of abuse, right? Because her breed, she is a Mastiff Pit Bull. So she's like a mix of a German Shepherd with Pit Bull. So she looks like a German Shepherd, but like her mouth stuff is black. Okay. And I was like, no, I would never abuse my dog. Like, that's criminal. That's cruel. Like, people who abuse pets, people who abuse animals, period. Like, you must be a sociopath. That's just not normal. You know what I mean? Because they're weak. You know, and the thing with dogs too, unlike cats, dogs are very loyal. Like, even if you abuse your dog, you mistreat your dog, you become homeless, like dogs, they stay by your side no matter what. So to have such a loyal creature, such a loyal being, and to torture it, like, you're really sick. You know what I'm saying? You're truly, truly sick. You're really sick. You know, like, you are sick. Something's a little bit off with you. Ever since I became a dog mom too, I feel like I've got even more empathy for dogs because they truly are awesome, you know? And so you think about that, and then you relay that same mindset to your body, right? Because it's your body, does that mean that you have permission to abuse it? You know, because when you eat nothing but junk food, that's cruel. You know, it might not seem like it to you because you might never have had that perspective. Like, your body is a living being, right? Your body is a living entity. It lives, it sweats, it breathes, it grows in many different ways. It can grow positively or it can grow horribly, right? But it's a living thing. And not just that, that's the only body that you will ever have your entire life. This is your only body, right? With everything that comes with it. This is all you'll have for the rest of your life. You might get an organ transplant, but that's crazy because the wait lists are just so insane. So you have to really take care of your body because that's the only body that you have, right? But sometimes you look at the way you eat. Is that a loving way of treating your body? Like, somebody who loves their bodies, would they really eat like this? You know what I mean? You look at the amount of stress, because that's another thing too, when I look at how big it got, especially like my midsection, right? A lot of it is from stress. It's stress eating, stress. You know, because I have my own business too, huh? And there were periods that was just so stressful. And so the way I handled stress was by eating, not sleeping right, stress, whatever. And my body paid the price for that. You know what I mean? And it's like, when you love your body, do you put it under so much stress? And it's like, no, you don't. That's really toxic, right? You think of people who take alcohol, abuse alcohol, right? Are you being a friend to your body? You're not. You understand? When people eat you eat any time of the day, you eat at any time of the day, you just eat whatever, whenever, right? And you're not mindful, like, does this stuff actually nourish me? Or is just like about cravings and then you just crash, right? Is it healthy? Like, do you do this to somebody, right? When you love somebody, do you do this? You know what I'm saying? When you love something, do you abuse it or do you nurture it, right? When you see people who say, oh, there's nothing wrong with being overweight. There's nothing wrong with being obese. There's nothing wrong. Is it really? And then like the belly is just bellying, right? The stretch marks are going from stretch marks to like tiger stripes. I'm talking like you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you weren't born this way, right? Your body didn't look like this, right? But the poor stewardship, right? The poor stewardship of your body. Now look at how your body looks. And instead of being honest about the situation and apologizing to your body, to, you know, body, I'm so sorry. I abused you, right? Because you've been there for me. No matter what I put in you or don't put in you, whether I work out, don't work out, you know, your heart, it beats 24/7. Your heart beats nonstop. And the stuff you ingesting sometimes, it makes it harder for your heart to do its job. The way you allow yourself to be stressed, you make it harder for your heart to do its job. You know, and I think sometimes people don't realize the heart is very small. It is no bigger than the size of your fist. Right? So when you look at somebody that's over 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 400 pounds, 500 pounds, right? Imagine their little itty bitty heart that is the size of a fist, right? Having to pump blood throughout all of this, like through all this fat. Imagine that, right? Like they're even like, because the more weight you put on, the more visceral fat you have, right? And your heart has to push the blood through all these little veins that are like being crushed by this visceral fat. It has to keep doing that nonstop. And it's like you're making the job of your heart so much harder. And yet the thing is that small. You know what I mean? Like, why are we doing these things, right? Why are we doing these things? And I think like one of the things I had to think about when it came to me is that we're not raised sometimes. We don't have the culture sometimes. We don't have the mindset at times. We don't have the perspective at times, right? That how you treat your body says a lot about who you are, right? How you treat your body says a lot about how you feel about yourself. How you treat your body, it says a lot about what you believe about yourself, because people who feel like they're going somewhere, people who feel like they have things to do, places to go, people who feel like opportunities are coming their way, great things are coming their way, great connections are coming their way, great partnerships are coming their way, they're not going to treat their bodies a certain way. Because they know I need my body to enjoy this moment. I need my body to make the best representation of myself. I need my body to show that I care about myself. I need my body to prove that, my mind in there, it works correctly. You know what I mean? Because nobody will ever look at somebody who practices self-harm because, to overeat, right? To overeat, to allow yourself to become mortally obese. It's a form of self-harm. It's just like they can't just make everything a crime. Otherwise, prison cells would just be full out the wazoo, right? But not taking care of yourself, overeating, having no form of exercise, being in bed all the time, eating all the time, making excuses for yourself, making excuses as to why you cannot take care of a body that is priceless, because your body truly is one of a kind. It's up to you to turn it into a powerful weapon, or it's up to you to drive your body straight into the ground. Right? And because, especially here in America, we live in a society today that values people's feelings way too much. You know what I'm saying? That we'll sit here and watch people drive themselves straight to the ground and not say anything because we don't want to hurt their feelings. Bump the feelings, okay? Because a stroke is way worse than you having your feelings hurt, right? Being diagnosed with type 1, type 2 diabetes is way worse, right, than having your feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? Being in your 20s or in your 30s on blood pressure medication, okay? That is way worse than somebody hurting your feelings, because now you're about to die. You're about to die. Like, if you don't do anything about this, you're going to die. Or the quality of your life is going to be severely hindered. For what? For what? You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of young people too, because we don't want to hurt their feelings. That's fine. But then they're living in isolation. They don't have any friends. They don't have a dating life. They don't have girlfriends or boyfriends, right? They're not about to get married because they'll wait. They can't move. They can't breathe. Other people also like, well, if this is how you take care of yourself, I don't want to be involved in your mess because you're not about to drag me down, right? If somebody is obese, you think a lot of people are going to be excited to be their friends? No. You saw what Erica Banks said. Okay, but a lot of people feel like Erica Banks. They were just like, because they don't like Erica Banks, so they just went hard on her. But a lot of people, if you don't look good, if you don't look the part, if you don't have a certain body type, if you don't have a certain aesthetic to you, they don't want to be your friend. They don't want to be your friend. Nobody wants to date a person that's overweight, whether it's a man or a woman, right? You don't see a lot of women out here excited to date a guy that's obese. You know what I mean? Nobody is thrilled to have sexual relations with a man that has a belly this big. Because if he puts that on you, he's going to suffocate you. Like, nobody wants that. If you had to choose between, even if the guy is really nice, and I'm sure he's really nice, right? If you had a guy who's very nice, very polite, very gentle, blah, blah, he could have everything. But if he doesn't take care of his body, how much you want to bet that the guy who's muscular, who has the six-pack, he might be an F-boy, a notorious F-boy. Yesterday when I was scrolling through the man's pages, child, when I tell you some of these black men out here who work out, they look really good. But then it's like, y'all look like y'all part of the F-boy committee. You know what I mean? But a lot of good-looking dudes are F-boys. You know, it's true. A lot of good-looking dudes are F-boys, right? But the thing is, they come with the physical appearance, right? So a lot of ladies be like, yo, I'll try my luck. Maybe I'll be the one to change him. You understand? So a lot of men and some dudes, they struggle with rejection, but it's like, fam, look at yourself, right? Look at yourself. You might be really nice. You might have a great job. You might be God-fearing. You might be a very loyal husband. That is amazing. But before people can get to know your personality, they're going to first look at how you take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And most girls, if she looks good, she want to have a boyfriend or a man that she can brag about. Right? Like, oh, look at my babe, look at my boo, whatever. Right? Nobody wants to go out with their girlfriends or go out on double dates. And here you are, you're bringing somebody from my 600-pound life. No, that's not a flex. That's not a flex. I am very sorry. It is not a flex. You know what I'm saying? It is not a flex. So it's like a man has to take care of himself. He has to look good. And I do feel like part of masculine energy also for a man is like him being in the gym and taking good care of himself and having muscles and stuff like that, and proving that, if stuff was ever to pop off, he can pop back. You know what I'm saying? But who wants to go out with Nutty Professor? Absolutely not. We must be honest. And it's messed up. But the world is messed up. You understand? And the same thing goes for women too. Like you have all these other girls who take care of themselves, and they might be very vapid. They might have nothing to offer. They might not even be able to hold a conversation. A lot of them people, like sometimes people be so thin out here, I wonder if they know how to cook. But what do I know, right? But the fact is, she's sexier. She looks more appealing. You can, like, her curves are more defined. Her belly is flat and things like that. So people are more likely to give her a chance than you, who's a good person. That's just the way of the world. Don't come for me. And I said this before in my videos, right? If you're sensitive, if you're all about delusions, right? If you love to lie to yourself, I am not the channel for you, right? Because I deal in the truth. Like, we are real human beings. We are not in some abstract world. We don't live in a fantasy. We don't live in our heads. We live on earth amongst other real people. So to be successful on earth in life, you have to be real. You have to understand the rules of this planet. Okay, the rules of society, the rules of dealing with humanity. These are the rules, because human beings are very shallow. We're all shallow to some extent. Some people just take it way too far. You know what I'm saying? But it's very true, right? Show me one female celebrity that's not attractive. From rap to hip hop to R&B to pop to country music to violin music, I don't know. Show me an entertainer that is not beautiful. You know what I mean? Show me a Hollywood actress that is not beautiful. From super, super white, like I'm talking like alabaster skin, all the way to ebony, you know what I mean? Like Viola Davis. Show me a celebrity that's not pretty. You know what I mean? Show me a celebrity, an actress, a Hollywood actress that is not gorgeous, okay? Like now it's not as bad. But when we were growing up, people would stay up all night for the Emmys to see people's dresses. It was such a big deal. And then the next day, you will have Joan Rivers on E! Fashion Police talk about people and how they looked, right? We would stay up all night for the Oscars to see people's clothes. Like, what is this person going to wear? What is Julia Roberts going to wear? What is Charlize Theron going to wear? People sat there and talked about the jewelry, the dresses, the hair. I mean, like, it was like these, like back in the day, like those shows were really big on E! And we all sat there and consumed it. You know what I mean? Because shoot, it's like, dang, ooh, it was everything. It was everything. So yes, we are shallow people. We are vain and we are shallow. So we just got to accept that. It is what it is, right? And you've been lying to yourself if you say that you're not vain and shallow to some extent, right? Everybody has some type of body goals. Everybody has some type of relationship goals. Everybody has some type of finance goals, right? Now, are you going to be bold enough to get to work and make it happen? A lot of people are cowards. Right? Are you going to be honest enough with yourself? Like, yeah, this is my body goal. Like for me, I'll tell you, right? When it comes to like my legs and stuff, I always think of Sierra. I always think of Kelly Rowland. I'm like, I don't want to get the Stairmaster, but I want legs like Sierra. So I find the strength and I go on the Stairmaster. Not because I fully enjoy it, but I want legs like Sierra. I do. I look at Sierra's legs every day like, oh gosh, Jesus, right? Because they're gorgeous. Kelly Rowland's legs are stunning, right? And this is why I said one time, like, I hear a lot of women say like, oh, I don't feel good in my body. Oh, I don't feel good in my body. And I'm like, girl, stop deluding yourself, right? When you get to a certain age, when you become an adult, when you're no longer a teenager, like 25 and up, you don't just get to wake up and feel good in your body. That's not how life works, right? You wake up and feel the way you feel based on how you treated your body. So if you want to feel good in your body every day, especially when you turn 25 and up, you're going to have to invest in physical activities, nutritional activities, mindfulness activities that allow you to sow seeds that will help you to later feel good in your body, right? Like you might not enjoy working out. Who does? I had a friend today. She's like, oh, Marlene, between eating and working out is the easiest part. And I say it depends what you do in the gym, right? If you go in the gym and you just lollygag and you just play around with your phone and do all kinds of foolishness and you walk on the thread and you're holding the rails, of course it's easy because you're not giving it your all, right? But if you go into the gym and you do 45 minutes on the Stairmaster, then you get off the Stairmaster, you walk for an hour, then you have a leg day. So you do like back and forth walking lunges 8 times with 30-pound dumbbells, right? And then you get on the leg press machine and you put 90 on each side, right? And then you do the leg extension machine and you put that stuff on 100. Yeah, eating right is a lot easier than having that, right? So for me, if you exercise hard, because the way I exercise is like when I go to the gym, like Uncle Shannon Sharp said, don't leave the gym feeling like, man, I could have pushed myself a little bit more. Nah, boo-boo. Nah, we ain't doing that. Okay, so when we are in the gym, we're going to go all out like it's war. You understand? So for me, if you ask me, I think eating right is a lot easier than the way I exercise, right? Like y'all saw, like Thanksgiving Day, I was like out here walking for like 5 hours or whatever. It's a lot easier to eat right than to exercise like me. I'm very intense when I work out. I'm just going to say that, right? But my point is though, 25 and up, especially when you about to hit 40, especially if you're in your 50s, all this, I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to feel good. Or how dare I don't feel good. Girl, bye. What did you eat the night before? Right? What were you eating for the past week? Right? How much exercise have you had for the past week? Or for the past month? How much have you exercised for the entire month? Zip zero with De Niro. Shout out to Jay-Z, right? So you're not going to wake up and be like, oh my God, I should feel great. You don't do things to deserve feeling great in your body, right? You don't eat in a way that warrants you feeling owed to feeling great in your body. You eat like crap. You are going to feel like crap, okay? If you stay late all kinds of hours of the night doing foolishness on your phone, foolishness with Netflix and foolishness with YouTube, yeah, you keep doing that day back to back to back to back to back, you are going to feel horrible in your body because you're not fully rested. You skip out on water for soda. You drink soda all the time, juice all the time. Everything about you is you just drink calories all the time. Always drinking your calories, drinking all this sugar. Yeah. You don't deserve to feel good in your body. 25 and up, 30s, like late 30s, close to 40, right? You're going to have to work for this feeling of waking up and feeling good in my body. You're not entitled to it. You will get the body that you are willing to work for. And if you're not willing to work for it, you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? You get what you get, right? So that's how I was going yesterday about how I was feeling yesterday. You know, but then I caught a video. I caught a video of this young gentleman from the UK, I believe. And he was like, yeah, you got to choose your identity. Like you have to create your identity and you have to define your identity. So at that time, I'm really upset. Like I'm in my feelings like, man, this is messed up. This is messed up, right? I'm really upset. I'm really in my feelings. But I kept listening to the video. You know, God is good. Kept listening to the video. And he was like, oh, you got to choose your identity, right? You got to decide who you're going to be, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, and I was like, you know what, though, even though I feel this way, what I look like quitting, you know, because I'm like, I don't want to be known for a quitter, right? I don't want to be known for being inconsistent because 2018, I stopped. 2020, I stopped. 2021, I started a weight loss journey and I stopped, right? And I'm like, I don't want to be known for somebody who starts weight loss and then she stops. She starts her weight loss, she stops. She starts her weight loss and she stops. No, because then that becomes your identity. You're not consistent. Okay, you're not consistent. You're somebody who quits. You easily quit. It gets hard, you quit. Your feelings are down, you quit. You don't see results right away, you quit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be known for that. I sure don't. I don't want to be known for being big, and I don't want to be known for being a quitter. You know what I'm saying? And that's really true. Because it's like when you build, like I said, like you don't even realize this, but it's like that's how you build your character. And that's how you build your habits. Like if you start something, you stop. You start, you stop. You start, you stop. You don't even realize that you're building an identity for yourself. You're a quitter. You're inconsistent quitter. Like, oh, dang it. You know what I mean? And I have real honest conversations with myself because I feel like the only way to move forward in life and to grow in life is by being brutally honest with yourself. You need to be brutally honest with yourself. You know, and I can say this is my 4th time doing a weight loss journey. It don't make no sense. It don't take that long to lose 50 pounds now, right? But when you are not mindful of the identity that you're building for yourself by you start, you quit, you start, you quit, you start, you quit. Well, guess what? You are an inconsistent quitter. That's not good. right? That's not good. And I was like, I want to be known for finishing my weight loss journey, no matter how I felt, no matter how I feel, like for the whole year. I want to be known for finishing up my weight loss journey and losing that 50 pounds. And then I can move on to like fully dedicating myself to building muscle, you know what I'm saying? Because losing the fat is one part. It's not like, oh, I lose 50 pounds, that's it, I've made it. No, that's just part one. Then we got to keep going, right? Part two is you build muscle. Part three is like you work on your flexibility. I would love to get into calisthenics, right? But you can't get into calisthenics looking like this, right? You have to build the body to be able to do calisthenics because those moves are really, really hard, right? And then whatever comes after that. But it's a lifestyle. It's just like it's phases. The first phase is lose the fat. The second phase is build muscle, right? When you build enough muscle, you have your endurance. Then I want to move on to like mobility and like calisthenics and like moving like a little ninja on the bars like this, right? Yeah, I love that. You know, so I was like, that's what I want to be known for. And then another part of my identity that I want is like, I want to be known as the Stairmaster Queen. I sure do. I want to ace the Stairmaster. I want to get to a place like right now, I just walk on the Stairmaster, right? I just walk on the Stairmaster, but I would love to get to a place where I can actually run on the Stairmaster because the fastest speed I've ever gone on the Stairmaster so far is speed 10. You can go up to speed 15. You can actually run on the Stairmaster if you can take it. If your heart can take it, if your legs can take it, you can do a lot. You can do way more than what I'm doing now. But it's like you got to build to get there. Otherwise, you'll injure yourself, right? But I would love to be able to like hold weights on the Stairmaster. I would love to be able to have like a weighted vest on the Stairmaster, right? I would love to be able to complete 365 sessions on the Stairmaster. So today we'll make it 60. And like, well, if you did it, I do it 60 times. I got to do it 5 more times, right? Then we'll get to 360, right? But doing 60 sessions, right? I'm 15 sessions away from 75 sessions on the Stairmaster, right? I am 40 sessions away from 100 sessions on the Stairmaster. And so compared to 2021, when I only did 3 sessions on the Stairmaster, I was like, wow, I like that because I'm more consistent than I was before because I'm more mindful. I am more intentional. I also track my sessions. I track all my sessions down. I sure do, baby. I track them down. So it helps me to keep going because I'm, oh, wow, if you made it to 60, you're about to make it to 70, then you'll make it to 75, then you'll make it to 80. So that really keeps me going, right? And I also want my identity to be that of a leader. So when you are a leader, you can't quit, right? You can't give up. And part of being a leader too is taking accountability, right? You have to take accountability, whether you are to blame or not. Leaders, they take accountability. Leaders receive constructive criticism. This one lady yesterday, I offered her a little bit of, suggestion. She got so upset. I'm like, but sis, though, but you want to have a whole fitness page. You want to help people lose weight and you can't take criticism. You can't take feedback. But if it's up to you to give feedback to other people, you would want them to take the feedback because you think your body looks better than other people's bodies. So therefore you feel like you're arrogant and you're proud, right? And you're entitled because it goes both ways. The same way you can teach your students something, your students can also teach you something. We're all here to learn. Everybody's here to learn. I say how I feel to you guys. I talk to you guys, but you can also talk to me, and you can also help me. We're here to help each other, right? But when heavy is the head, that wears the crown. So if you want to be a leader too, you have to learn to take accountability. You have to learn to be brave. You have to learn to embrace things that are hard. It doesn't mean that you won't have days where you're crying. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have days where you're really sad, where you like, dang, can I really do this? Can I really cross the finish line? Those days are really normal. I had one of those last night, but then I was listening to the young brother and he really helped me to like, that's not. Because if I feel this way, I will build an identity that I don't really care for, right? So I got to switch my mind up. So today, I really want to encourage you too, when you think about the way you exercise, right? When you think about your weight loss journey, when you think about the way you exercise, you think about your fitness, your health priorities, you think about how you eat, the things you put in your mouth, right? Ask yourself, do you like your identity, right? Because somebody with courage, somebody with vision, somebody with persistence, somebody with integrity, somebody who is, about getting that work in, putting that work in, right? Will they eat the way that you eat? You know what I mean? Right? Will they keep postponing their workouts back to back to back to back? Or would they just go in there and get that stuff done, right? Ask yourself that. What is your identity? Right now, be honest with yourself. Like, what is your current identity, right? And it's through your acts. It's through the things that you do, through your actions, right? Or lack thereof, through your consistency or inconsistency. And you can be consistent doing bad things. You can be consistent at eating poorly. That's your identity. You can't control what goes into your mouth, right? That's real. So think about that honestly. And whether or not you like your current identity, I want to let you know also that you can change your current identity into a better identity, right? So you can go from an identity that you don't currently like to one that you really love. And it starts by making better. First, it starts with accountability. Okay. Gotta be honest about the stuff that you got to work on. And then after that, you keep going by making better choices every day, right? You make better choices every day. You keep yourself accountable. You're honest with yourself. You tell yourself the truth. Don't hang around people who are always making excuses, right? Stop playing with people who always have excuses and who encourage you to have excuses for yourself. Stay away from people who always have pity parties going on and they always want you to feel sorry for them. And next thing you know, you want people to feel sorry for you. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's really, really crazy. So moving into 2023, think about your identity. Choose your identity, right? Build your identity. Build your identity. For me, I'm going to head off to the gym right now to get on the Stairmaster so I can build my identity as the Stairmaster Queen. So I hope you love this video. Don't forget a thumbs up. Leave your comments. Let me know how you feel. If you've missed any of my other talking videos, there's a playlist. So here, there, you can click on any of these videos, or like they're down here somewhere. You can click on any of those videos and you can catch up with all of my talking videos. You guys, I appreciate you very much. Shout out to Carla, because Carla, she comments on every talking video I do. So shout out to Carla. She told me that the videos were really helping her. So I'm grateful for that. Shout out to Miss Yvonne, because she also comments on all my talking videos. Shout out to Mickey. She also comments on all my talking videos. So thank you, ladies, for always commenting on the talking videos. Barbara and Annette also, they comment on the talking videos. So I appreciate you guys very, very much. Don't be a stranger. Comment, I'll comment back, okay? If you didn't work out today, please do. If you didn't drink enough water today, please do. If you didn't eat right today, please correct that. If you didn't vote on the battle of the dress just yet, please do, okay? And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.